story.
Once upon a time, there was a lady. There was a prince.
Hi.
A princess.
Yeah, say something. You have to make a noise.
Hello.
A knight
Why, hello there.
and a lady.
Hi.
The prince, princess, the knight, and the lady lived in the land of Edensphere, where they were all very happy and laughed all the time. One day, a strange old man came sauntering into the main village, looking very out of place. They were obviously looking for something and pondered nearly everything they saw. There's many more. As they walked through the streets, they suddenly encountered Sir Not-a-Day, a knight charged with protecting the village. He looked the old person up and down, sneering the entire time. The old one didn't like this, and with a big cackle, swung their wand around their head and cast a spell on the knight. Surprised, the knight jumped back and tried to avoid the spell. But it was too late. The knight's armor began to heat up. In seconds, it was glowing hot, and the knight, in pain and afraid, ran as fast as he could to a water trough, and he jumped in. Splash. He was very relieved to cool down. The old one made their way to the palace at the end of the main street of the village, chuckling with delight. As palaces go, this one was rather small, only 5 bedrooms, and they were disappointed with its size. Nevertheless, the old one reached up and pulled the bell string. Bing bong. It was a holiday in the village and the palace staff was off, so Lady Maybe Tomorrow answered the door. The second she saw the old one, she was taken aback and gasped with fear. The old one laughed at the fear in the lady's eyes. The lady recognized the old one from her childhood and knew that they were there to collect an old debt. The princess's parents had made a deal with the old one for a spell that allowed her to become a princess. Assuming the old one was there to collect the princess's newborn child as payment, the lady screamed for help and positioned herself in the nursery to protect the child. She was terrified. Having no idea why the lady reacted as she did, the old one shrugged and walked into the palace and began to look around. Suddenly, out of seemingly nowhere, the prince burst into the room, sword drawn.
Ha-ha!
The old one just cackled again. Raised their wand and cast a spell, causing an empty stand of armor to come alive. The prince was taken aback at first.
Oh.
And then he recovered and engaged in battle.
Battle. Swing, need an anger. Try to kill each other. Go for it.
Finally, the prince is disarmed.
Yeah,
Prince.
Which prince are we?
Finally, the prince is disarmed.
Oh, the prince.
He was pinned to the wall with the old one's wand pointed directly at his throat. They let out a low chuckle as they raised the wand for the finishing blow. Suddenly, we hear the princess. She is not pleased. She rushes into the room and sees what is happening. The old one spins around and raises their wand against the princess. The princess lets out a frustrated sigh. Reaches out, grabs the old one's wand, yanking it out of their hand. Startled, the old one and the prince just stood there agape as the princess reaches into her pocket and peeled out several bills of the local currency, handing them to the old one. The old one growls, returning and walked out. The prince was totally confused. The prince called out to the departing old one.
Hey, it was just $50. Did you really have to do this?
The old one turned and shouted back,
Hey, your student loans next time.
with a flick of her wrist, she vanished from thin air, leaving everyone, except the princess, totally confused, especially the lady.
Hey, is it okay to come out yet? Maybe need a diaper change.
The end.